Health Officer, Kristin Pluta, and new Deputy Health Officer, Holly Flickinger. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Officer, Deputy.
It sounds so official.
It does,
and,
and it should be. It is official.
Is there a badge? Do you get a badge with that?
I've been asked that question a few times.
I think there should
and
be.
I haven't gotten one.
Just an ID badge.
Yeah, just an ID
Gets
badge.
her in the door.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
How did you end up at the health department?
Yeah, well, I applied for the position and luckily got hired. So, but I've spent some time in the fitness industry and then mental health, and that's kind of led me to here.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you're a Jackson person?
Yeah, in and out of Jackson most of my life.
Great.
But family roots are here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So does this complete your administration, your regime, or is everything in place now?
It does. This completes our leadership team. And we also completed our second level we were looking for a new WIC coordinator, and Chelsea started 2 or 3 weeks ago. So we are fully staffed we're almost fully staffed completely in all areas, but all of our supervisory positions are full. So.
It's before the pandemic. You really didn't know who was in these roles, what the team was like, what you guys did. Now we realize you have a team of rock stars, and public health is so important in this community. There's so many things that people don't realize that you guys do. Give me an example of some things that you guys work on that probably the general public has no idea.
Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of my programs are community-based. So we go into a lot of the schools. We do a lot of community supports into homes of some people. So we do the hearing and vision testing. Recently, this year or beginning of last year, maybe.
This school year is the first.
The kindergarten oral health care
Okay.
is something that we have initiated. I have all of the health educators, so they go into the schools and teach sex education, hand washing, a lot of COVID supports within the schools, and then some community services with our maternal infant health program, children's special health care.
I remember when I was in, I think it was 5th grade, we had the sex education, and it was just if we had a classmate whose dad was a doctor and they came in and taught it. Shout out Dr. Mayno.
Our health educators in the abstinence and teen pregnancy prevention and early empowering youth today, they have some really cool programming and curriculum that goes far more than just just the sex ed. It's about finding your value. These young kids finding your value in other things. In life and
Yeah, self-esteem, self-empowerment. It's all really, really great, especially at the younger ages. Hoping to prevent some of this, things that children run into as they get older.
Nice to hear from other adults too outside of the home as well.
Yeah.
Now, as Deputy Health Officer, what specifically will you be doing? What are the roles of the deputy?
So supporting my teams is mostly what I'll be doing in that role.
I think a lot of the community is involved with the health department. I think people would be surprised to see how many volunteers and other community members and organizations participate in a lot of the health department initiatives.
They also, run some of our programming. We are not required, by public health to actually be the provider of every service that's required under public health law. We just have to make sure someone's doing it. So we have, some areas where, for instance, this oral health, we don't have the capacity to actually do oral health screenings for kids, so we partnered with Smiles on Wheels, who, if you have kids, you probably have seen the notes come home that Smiles on Wheels was going to be in their schools. So we partnered with them. They're doing their thing, and they're helping us along the way. So.
That's awesome. We're hearing about flu shots left and right. I haven't met anyone, I don't think, who's had the flu yet, which is good. But you guys are encouraging flu shots?
We are,
Yes.
always.
Yeah.
Always. I know we're doing, and we're encouraging COVID. You can have COVID and flu together. Also watching this triple threat. I said Matthew can talk more about this clinical stuff, but this RSV, flu, COVID.
Yeah, the RSV has been just crazy. Anyone who's had a kid with a little bit of an illness maybe has experienced it. Very interesting, and not much treatment really that you can do.
No, and no vaccine for the RSV.
Yeah.
But
The health department, along with other organizations like Henry Ford, Center for Family Health, part of the team leading the community to healthier lifestyles and better health. And there's a lot of things that you do, the Fresh Food Initiative, and the county's now talking about creating an Eastern market style farmers market at the old prison. So some of the things that we have to look forward to that will encourage better health, you're all involved with.
Yeah, we are not particularly involved with that. I know that before I came over to the health department, working in the administrator's office, when they acquired and the county acquired that land, I won't speak on behalf of any of that, but that was, kind of a vision of this would be really cool if, and so I'm sure at some point, if, how that comes to fruition, we will love to be involved, with it. We had, our Project Fresh stuff this summer that you all highlighted for us, and, that's that all stems to make a healthy population of people is the food and the
There's an event at the health department this afternoon, community conversation that people can join. In fact, there's a link on our website on Today in the J if you want to be a part of that. And I don't think you have to register in advance. You just pop in.
No, it's just
Yep, you can just show up.
Mm-hmm. Now, before the show, there was a lot of dog talk at the table. I'm a non-dog owner.
You are a previous dog owner.
I'm a previous
so
dog
you
owner.
Can
I'm
relate.
a dog lover, but apparently, Kristin got a new dog recently.
I did. I have a 10-week-old mini Australian Shepherd. I should have brought a picture.
You should have.
I should have said, you asked for slides and that.
I know.
I don't know why I was
You
thinking
should
of
wear a
something.
picture of Norman.
Yeah.
Norman.
Norman.
Yep.
How does a dog, an Australian Shepherd, get a name like Norman?
Norman came with that name.
Oh.
I have an Annie and a Lily, so we were thinking we would name it something with that like Y sound at the
Yeah.
end. But he came with the name of Norman, and he was already responding to the name
Yeah.
Norman. So how do you
Yeah.
change his name when he's
I
already
like it.
responding?
I think
So
it's fun.
it's a little it doesn't roll off the tongue very easy when he's like out in the yard. You're
Yeah.
like Norman.
Get in here, Norman. Jeez.
You have to,
Normie
sometimes
is
you
weird.
can't. We changed our dog's name. When we got our dog from Cascade Humane Society, he came with a name too, and it was Joey. And we already had a Joey, your brother. So we thought about changing Joey's name.
Yeah, we did.
It would have been easier,
It
but
sure
no, we
would've.
changed Joey's name to Buddy.
Yeah, it's Norman now.
Yeah.
It's held.
And you have dogs too?
I do. I have one dog. His name is Milo. He's a beaver terrier, which most people
Ooh.
don't hear of, but he's the newest breed in the American Kennel Club.
Really?
Yeah.
Does he yelp quite a bit?
He likes to bark for my attention
Yes.
quite frequently, yes, when he does not get it. But
Milo's a great dog name.
yeah, thank you.
What is it a big dog or?
Oh no, he's about 15 pounds. Yeah, very fluffy. He looks kind of big when his fur is long, but he's pretty small actually.
Do you want to mention your dogs?
Oh, no, I shouldn't. No, I shouldn't. I do have two dogs, Chip and Tawny, and they're pugs. So,
Nice.
yes, that's right.
Great to have you guys with us today. Thanks for all that you and your great team at the Jackson County Health Department are doing for our community.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for
Thank you,
having
guys.
us.
Yeah.
Brand new at the Jackson County Health Department, Deputy Health Officer Holly Flickinger and Health Officer Kristin Pluta. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about wreaths across America when the morning show continues after this.